Hello and welcome back to Altex TV. So, I've just gone and seen scary stories to tell in the dark. And now this is a new horror film. So there is, I think, 3 novels based on this that were created, that they've taken the source material and put it into a movie. Now, I haven't read any of the books, so I went in completely blind. Now, so the whole concept is a group of kids find this book that is Sarah Bellows' book of scary stories, where she writes stories and they come to life and, you know, all hell breaks loose, basically. So, let's start off with, the acting was quite good. I was quite impressed. The acting was good. Now, as for the characters, I didn't think there was enough character development with the central pieces, with the central characters, where I kind of cared for. I didn't really care for him. You normally have, in like these type of films, you normally have one that you would kind of care about, but I didn't really care too much. So that was a bit of a downer. Now, as for the whole story, it is a cool concept. I quite like the cool concept of they have a book and the stories are writing themselves right there and there. And they're just waiting for a particular name to come up to see who's in this story. And then it's a race against time to get to that person's house and try and save them. I thought that was pretty cool. That's a pretty cool concept. The execution wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. Look, to me, this isn't going to be one of the scariest movies. This isn't going to be this horror. Like, this isn't a hard R horror film. It's not. This is, which I heard someone say, it's quite true. It's a good gateway to the horror genre. So if you're like 12 or 13 or something like that, and you want to start getting into the horror movies, this is a good gateway movie to get you interested into it. Because I can tell you now, if I was 11, 12, or 13, this movie would scare the crap out of me. But now, I don't know if it's just because I'm older or anything like that, but I would say back then this would have scared the shit out of me. Now, not so much. I wasn't really scared. There is some creepy moments. There is some creepy creatures in there that I was kind of a bit creeped out, and then there was a few scenes where you're like, ugh. There is those in there. So, but I think this was more targeting towards that audience, the teenage audience, rather than the adults. That's what I thought. So I didn't think it was scary, to say. The special effects, the CGI, the practical effects was quite good, actually. The monsters looked quite good. Some of them were a bit creepy, as I said. Like, there's some pretty creepy scenes in there. But overall, it's not a bad film. I mean, it's quite entertaining. The first act is slow. I thought the first act was a bit too slow for this type of movie, and it kind of dragged out. I was kind of just sitting there like, are we ever going to get there? Are we going to get to this? So that was another one that kind of was down. Other than that, once you get past the first act, and then you start getting into the actual monsters coming alive and the stories being written in that, then it really picks up and it gets quite interesting. So yeah, so I would recommend go see this, especially if you want to get into horror films. This is a perfect one to go and see, because you're not going to get that hard R-rated horror. You're not going to get that type of horror. This is going to be a PG-13 horror that gives you the gateway to the horror genre. So you could understand what you're going to expect going in, and you're not going to be overly scared, and like, if there's not like gruesome limbs coming off, blood everywhere, you're not going to get that type of horror. So this is a good gateway to the horror genre. So I recommend, if you want to start getting into horror, this is a perfect movie. Go check it out. And if you read the novels, why not go check it out? Then you can have a picture on the screen. I don't know, that didn't make any sense, but you can have a movie based on your novel, on these novels. So check it out. I'll see you guys in the next video.